Welcome back to the Realtor Review presented by Bailey's Moving and Storage. I'm Jake, and for February, I want to talk through a couple of quick things. Number one, the 2021 Magnet States report that came out from Allied Van Lines and Zillow. A lot of great information about what happened last year. And the second thing is we're going to review a little bit of the Realtor tools that are available on baileysallied.com to help your clients budget for their upcoming move. Okay, so let's start with this Magnet States report. So Allied and Zillow teamed up to produce a report that helps us understand where people were moving in 2021 and potentially why. You can download that full report on our website, but to go through some of the highlights, the first thing I'll say is that there's two main factors people were moving for. Number one was for work and the other not for work. Now, if you were moving for work, the top state for that was Texas and California. So people moving into Texas and California, and especially Texas, because of the amount of new jobs being created there and a little bit more affordable housing in some areas. But if you didn't move for work, your top state was Florida. And that's actually the top state across the board. And why that might be, as well as why most people were moving, there was some interesting insight from the Zillow data. So on average, the home that you bought in 2021 was about $38,000 cheaper than the home you sold. So it kind of shows us that people are looking to move to find more affordable housing. And they might be looking for jobs to help push that and get into more affordable housing and more affordable housing areas, such as Florida and Texas. However, that was huge in 2020. It dampened a little bit in 2021 as home prices continued to go up. And as they're continuing that trend in 2022, I expect that this dampening might continue. So that being said, costs of moving from when it comes to finding the right home, I know that you've got that covered for your clients to make sure they can find the right and most affordable home that they can get into. But actually getting their belongings to that new home is also going to be something they're going to want to budget for. And how much should they budget? Well, available here on baileysallied.com is a move cost and help guide tool that is designed to help you as a realtor provide information to your client. So it's not meant to be used by your client. It's meant for you to come to this page and fill in some very quick information. So let's just walk through an example. Let's say I go to here, baileysallied.com/realtor-tools, and I'm going to fill out the form. Let's say the origin zip code that I'm moving from, 80109, and the destination zip code, 80111. Those are just some sample Colorado zip codes for some data here. And we'll go ahead and just say that I'm going to move on March 1st. Now, with that being the case, I need to make sure I'm going to enter in the amount of bedrooms and other rooms. And this is an important factor. The total number of rooms that need to be addressed by moving companies, what needs to be entered here. So in this case, this is like a 3-bedroom home and a family room, living room, kitchen, garage, and basement, right? Those are 5 rooms, 3 bedrooms, 5 rooms, 8 total rooms. I'm going to go ahead and click calculate. And that's what it's going to be. So we're going to wait for this quote to come back. Sometimes it can take a second or so because it's going to look for the most accurate information. And you will see on screen that we're estimating the cost of this move. Now, it's not a guaranteed price. It's not a firm price. It's based on just figures to help your client accurately budget. But more than that, we know that moving isn't something everybody does on a regular basis, or at least hopefully not. So there's some things that they might not know, such as, what kind of things should a moving company be able to take? What kind of things can they not take? How should you pack appropriately? There's a couple of questions that people typically have. So we have prepared a quick 3-page PDF for you to be able to email to your clients to provide all of this information and the budgetary figures all in one go. And you can get that by clicking the email button and going ahead and filling out your information. Now, the reason we ask for your information is because we are going to brand this PDF to you, so that your information is front and center. So this is information coming from you. And so if you go ahead and click submit on that, that will go ahead and email you a PDF that looks a lot like this. So this is what it is for front and center, your information, Bob Realtor, and your contact information, so that if your clients have any questions, it keeps them coming back to you and not to us. Because again, we want you to be the resource for your clients. But then you'll see that estimated cost come down. And again, this is not an official quote. It's just an idea. But then down below that on page 2 and 3, we have a couple of pieces of information and links to some articles to get more information about how to make sure you have a rock star move. And that's really what we want. We want your clients to have a wonderful move one that they feel prepared for, one that they feel like they've got budgeted, and that will make you the resource that they continue to come back to time and time again. Well, that's it for February. Now, if you want to keep up to date on all of our information, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for all of our updates. And also, head over to baileysalley.com. Our Learning Center has a lot of information, great information on all things moving and real estate. And that's it for this review, but we want to see you back next month to keep you in the know.